Genie Entertainment presents the following. The following is not suitable for children under the age of 18. It contains coarse language, sexual references, as well as our personal views and opinions. The characters on this show are fictional and are made for fun, not harm. The Sky Genie Show.
Hello and welcome to the Sky Genie Show. This is the worst show ever. We're on episode 109 of the Sky Genie Show, and wow, it's been a week. Sadly, I had the flu last week, so that's why I wasn't on. So don't worry, there was no coronavirus for me. But speaking of which, this thing has taken over everything, hasn't it? Like all your sports and everything else has pretty much been cancelled. It's affecting video game places like E3. It's affecting everybody. It's insane. But the thing is, like, there's so much crazy bullshit happening, and it's for no reason at all. Like, for instance, I'm guessing everybody's having problems getting toilet paper, and like it's to the point people are getting into fights. Stores are having to limit how much you buy. Like, I think you're only allowed to buy one packet each, and it's like one pack of toilet paper each, and even then there's still not enough to cover the expenses of it. It's sorry, I'm doing stuff in between. And yeah, we're in this crazy world where pretty much anything happens. Like, and especially here, we're having Prime Minister pretty much sitting on his ass this weekend. Like, we still have one of the football games going. I think it's AFL. Yet he is still like everywhere else in the world is cancelling all their sporting events. Seasons everywhere are getting cancelled. Yet football won't be cancelled at the moment until Monday, maybe until Monday, because he wants to watch the footy this weekend. And that's great. Just like when you want to watch the cricket or go on holidays when there's bushfires. I mean, hey, I was in those areas and it wasn't particularly too thrilling. And may have been 80% of the time it is indistinguishable from the flu. You never know. You never know if you got it or not. Like, I never went to the doctor. I think it was pretty much just a cold for me. And here's the thing, like I obviously don't know anything about it. Like, everyone in this household, I think, has pretty much had the flu already. But I don't think anybody's had coronavirus. Like I don't think anyone's had it, but if we have, we wouldn't have known about it. Cool. Just checking things out, like, and it's interesting to see, well, people are, talking about with Asian people, it's come from Asian cultures, yet they're buying toilet paper with toilet rolls that come from China. Not thinking too much about that one, are they? But it's so insane, like, to see all this stuff happening at this moment in time. But the other funny thing is that everyone making fun of it. Like, I think one of the guys I used to work with at radio is like, he made this plush toy, and it is calling. I think I forgot what it was the name. It was pretty much stealing all the toilet paper from people's houses and stuff. He's going around taking pictures of it, going up around trees and stuff. It's freaking hilarious. And yeah, it's insane. Pretty much. Yeah, it's really a crazy thing to do. If anybody would like to call in, I'm going to open up Skype and we can talk on this further. But there's a, and it's not so much as just what's spoiling about. So saying gaming places are being affected. I don't know what else. Like there's a few other places, and it's to the point where everybody's having to stop life. Like they're going into their houses, like they're expecting. I guess if you watch the old South Park, I think it was the episode of South Park where they go to a mountain, they go hunting, and the whole idea is to avoid lava, is to duck and cover. That's pretty much what the scenario is here with this coronavirus going on. Like that seems to be what the solution is, because there's no cure for this thing. But then looking on the research, apparently this has been, even though it's been more recent, it's existed as far back as World War One, and it's not like it wasn't as prevalent, but it was something it was like germ warfare, stuff like that. But they would inject this stuff into enemies and shit, and guess they would get sick from it. Not feeling well enough to call it that. That's fine. I was just opening up just in case. Like it was going back to World War One. Like I don't know if this is accurate, but that's how far I was going back. So this coronavirus could have been existing for about 100 years, because who knows how these viruses get started, right? Because we've had bird flu, we had swine flu, we had Ebola. We've had a lot of these. We've had a lot of these illnesses, and you wonder where they started, because they just don't happen overnight. And like, is this something that somebody's SARS was a coronavirus? Yes, it was. It's all, and you gotta wonder where, as I said, where these things all start. And if, all honestly, I think we've always had a little bit of germ warfare going on. Like, I'm going back from wars. Like, when you drop a lot of atomic bombs and shit, I think there's always been sort of a sickness to it that it spreads, and even though it's like it's all radioactive, like it has to start somewhere. It has to be chemical, and I don't think it's something that's just come out of nowhere. Like it's not like it's seems more manufactured than anything else. Like you don't have this much drama going on without a lot of bullshit. But I don't know. But well, we're going to go to our first break, and we have a new song going on, which you won't hear on the recorded version, but you hear it live. So here we go.
The Sky Genie Show.
A new cereal that's spreading like a virus, Corona Flakes. Order your packet today at coronaflakes.com. This month is Total Fuckwit Awareness Month. This cause is to be aware and identify a total fuckwit when you see one. The Sky Genie Show is proudly sponsoring the Total Fuckwit Awareness Association. Go to totalfuckwit.org and sign up today.
The Sky Genie Show.
Ooh, that ended quickly. We're back. So I guess we got to get into wrestling talk, but it all goes around in circles. WrestleMania is being decided whether it's going to continue going or not. Now, here's the one thing. One thing. What? Here's the thing going around. Do they cancel it, or they still go it? Just have an empty arena. I mean, they could break an all new attendance record of 0, turning up to WrestleMania. That would be pretty funny. Um, like it would be pretty interesting to see no people turn up, but then I'm hoping that every year just because I'm an asshole. No other reason, just because I'm an asshole. But it's really funny that this is affecting WWE a lot, to the point Raw and SmackDown have to be moved to the Performance Center. I believe that's happening tonight with the first one with Raw. AEW is moving their April 1st and April 8th shows to new locations that yet to be determined, if at all at this point, because they could be cancelled outright too. Uh, and you got to think this is the big time for wrestling, because it's pretty much the highest grossing period like all year, and yet it's being affected by this. And I can imagine there's a lot of money that happens around this time of year, because not only does a WrestleMania generate money, but also the independents as well, and all the other shows that go around it. They rely on that tour, and especially places like Florida and all these other people, they rely on that tourism to put money back into their economy, because tourism creates money. And for this to happen, it's a pretty big blow for Florida, and because WrestleMania does generate a lot of money, despite whether you like the company or not. It's a pretty big deal, and apparently something that's also been going around is that Triple H has been demoted from the EVP of Talent Relations. Now, I don't know what that means. People are saying it's a demotion. I think it's more Triple H stepping down from the main roster side of things, just focusing more on the NXT side of things, because talent relations, like people have said in the past, like you hear from Jim Ross, people like John Laurinaitis, JJ Dillon, Bruce Pritchard, all of them say it's probably the worst job you could ever have, because pretty much all the shit goes to you. If somebody gets sick, somebody gets injured, somebody said something in an interview that they're not supposed to say, this all goes through a process. And these guys that when all that happens, it all goes down to the talent relations of whoever that is at the time. And I believe this one was Triple H, and before that it was John Laurinaitis. And I don't wish, from what I hear at that job, I don't wish that upon anybody. Not at all. Because pretty much it's a thankless job. There's no right. Like, you're never right in that job. You're always wrong. And really, if shit goes down, you cop the shit. You're the blame. And I guess you got to have really thick skin to do that job. I don't know how people manage to do that job, because to me, I would probably quit the first day. I wouldn't last that long. And yeah, so we're going to go to our next break now. We'll be back to close the show. We're not going that long for this episode, so let's go.
The Sky Genie Show.
Choke me, Devil Daddy, choke me! I thought perhaps a gateway to the other side had finally crinkled and cracked, opening up a putrid passageway in the middle of Chain Street to Beelzebub's bungalow many, many miles down. Choke me, Devil Daddy, choke me! I don't know. As I stared into the darkened void, imagining the hordes of devils soon to spring forth, I couldn't help but ponder. Choke me, Devil Daddy, choke me! How deep does that hole go? Choke me, Devil Daddy, choke me! Choke me, Devil Daddy, choke me! Choke me, devil daddy, choke me. For on this hallowed day, sweet, sweet Mama Earth opened up her gaping and gaseous orifice to finally allow the darkened one to claw his way out of the shadow zone and into our luminescent heaviside lair. Like Kruger into the Thompson's tub, and my consciousness is Nancy's open thighs. Choke me, devil daddy, choke me. I don't know. Choke me, devil daddy, choke me. I can only hope my vexed savior ascends, and that my servitude to the one true maestro of mayhem can finally be proclaimed. Choke me, devil daddy, choke me. Choke me, devil daddy, choke me. Choke me, devil daddy, choke me. Through the holographic plane of existence that flickers and fades, like an Alf rerun watched at 3 o'clock in the morning whilst your sleeping stepdad slumbers and snores, I now see this world as evanescent as I lock eyes with the legion of the underworld, who will stand shoulder to shoulder with me and see me as more than Mark who works at Arby's, see me as the true soldier of Samhain that I really am, and together we will chant into the brightened fray, stepdads be damned and naysayers be gone, for I am the prince of Purgatoria. I am the infernal firstborn son of Lucifer. I am Gordon Shumway the Rogue, last son of Melmac, and the luckies of this world didn't even stand a chance. I don't know. Choke me, devil daddy, choke me. Choke me, devil daddy, choke me. Choke me, devil daddy, choke me. Holes are pretty cool.
If you have something for stupid shit of the week, go to Twitter at Genie Show and tag me in it. Make sure it's good and make sure it's stupid.
The Sky Genie Show.
And we are back. So sorry to make this show really short. There's just really not a lot, besides the coronavirus and that little bit of wrestling, there's not much to talk about, but I guess I could give this a little bit of update. What's going on, what's been going on with me. So like I'm slowly trying to get back into podcasting, because at the moment I'm in between gigs, and I did try it to radio stations. One was in just up Hoppers Crossing, not far from here, and they'll talk to me about doing training. It's actually in classes and that, but I haven't heard back from them. I actually heard back from them maybe this week, and there's no word of what's going on with that. Then I did try another radio station out in Melton, a little bit further out. And, well, they were really good, and I will say they were probably the most professional people out. Couldn't be any nicer. Sadly, the problem is, because it's in a school, there's in between in two schools. One's like a religious school, and another one's just a plain school. But because it's located out the back in the park, even though it's fenced off, kids apparently come in there and do kids shows in there, and you need to work with children's check. Which the problem is, well, since I've moved into a new state, and on all my IDs, my proof of age or your photo card, I don't have a license, but like a photo card, well, that expired last month, like just shortly last month, and so I can't use that for ID, and all my other stuff, like I have to get a birth certificate and all this other stuff. Pretty much by the time looks like I'm going to be getting all this stuff would not be till like later in the year, because it does cost money and time and everything. So I can't really do it. So sadly, I will not be going to Melton. I'm not doing any radio at this point. Still a little bit rusty going back into podcasting. Like, I'm supposed to promote the new website, but I've forgotten what it's called already. How good. Remember when I used to just do it off by heart? Not the same anymore, because the original website's gone, because I didn't end up paying the domain, because I just let it lapse. And yeah, and like pretty much besides the Twitter stuff, that's pretty much all I have left at the moment. So slowly getting back into things. It's, as I said, this show's going to be a little bit short at the moment, just because there's not really a lot to talk about besides the coronavirus and what's happening in wrestling. And I'm trying to sort of steer away from the wrestling. I still have wrestling talk, but I'm trying to do a little bit more outside, trying to do a little bit more skits and stuff. I just really haven't had a lot of time at the moment, because I was sick last week to do it. And as I said, don't worry, no coronavirus from me, so it's all good. Thank you all for listening, and we'll catch you later. Go to Twitter at the Sky Genie Show, or I forget to go at STD916. That one will do. Thank you all for listening, and I'll catch you later. See, Rusty.
The Sky Genie Show.